Hello, listening audience. Welcome to a Too Kind at 12 FPS. My name is RJ, and I am joined by the brilliant and fantastic
The Gremlin. Hi, I'm Staria. I'll be playing Bark Script Local Bar Baby.
local bar baby, whose bastard brother has literally just walked in, walked in the house, looking exhausted, um, just fucking gone, fucking I am never carrying that bloody fox again, and then just like face planted on the couch.
Amazing. Well, I think this FPS takes a little bit after that, as Decimal is still passed out. And, I think as he wakes up, first thing, he'll notice there is a fluffy blanket, on him. That one he'd probably notice that one is like probably Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
That he it's probably he who put it there. Um, and second of all, you also notice there's a nice smell of cooking.
Nice smelling cooking. Ooh, what kind of cooking are we talking about here?
Um, Say, has Decimal told March what his favorite food is?
Um, probably, probably not in so many words, but like an offhand remark at some stage, like, I've always had a fondness for spicy things, but chili chocolate is
Here,
very good, and he knows how much he knows how much Decimal likes curry at the very least. So
yeah. So, March is making curry.
nice.
It has been taught by Arata, so you know it's good.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking there's an immediate tense up at things having changed around him without him waking up, but then he realizes where he is, what has happened, and what is cooking, and he just relaxes again.
Aww, beloved.
However, if he's had a long rest, that means I was gonna roll his pain die.
Double.
Oh, that makes sense. That's rough, buddy.
This is not good.
A 9.
Oh no.
I mean, makes sense, but that's rough, buddy. The tensing up probably does not help, but he's just gonna lie there for a second, and then once he's gotten the urge to just groan out of his system, he will then attempt to stand up. Did either of them like put his cane somewhere he can reach, or is it just
Yeah,
above him?
probably. It's like near him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he gets up. Starts limping
And
toward the kitchen.
yeah, and in the kitchen, you can see Marge. And as a funny tidbit that I thought of, there is also the little mini March that that March got that is definitely not cursed. Um, and is helping him around in the kitchen, like carrying things. So there's a March in this 1 foot tall puppet March carrying
Wait,
things
have you
around.
ever seen the mini march before?
I don't know.
God.
I think he would tell them about it, but I don't know what up to you.
There's a difference between, yeah, I've got a miniature doll version of myself that may or may not be cursed, and seeing it fucking help cook. There's like the tick the tick 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 of his cane on the floor that just stops in the doorway. And he's just watching this mini march run around. And there's a look on his face that's like, you know, today is already so goddamn weird.
Amazing. Yep, and March, as he hears that, he will turn around and just say, "Oh, Decimal, you're awake. Um, here, curry's almost ready.
Smells good.
Thanks. Yeah, I figured you had a rough day, so
Well, not as rough as some of the others. I have very little stake in the matter, in matter of fact.
yeah. Well, hey, the others aren't here, aren't they? Go on, sit. I'll get you a plate.
Fair point. He will limp on over to the table. This is basically his house as well at this point. He doesn't put on as many airs as he usually does in here. It is easy to see that his leg is giving him trouble. And his hands. His everything is
Yeah.
oof.
Oof, everything about him. Bones hurty.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mert just gonna put down a plate of curry, and I don't actually know anything about curry. However, curry is eaten.
Usually with rice.
And I swear I know things sometimes.
It'd be like that.
But yeah, he is given a big hearty meal, a big it's a big plate. Good, there's a good bunch of curry there.
Hell yeah. I am gonna make. Okay, just. I'm gonna make just a flat dexterity check to see how well he's able to manage cutlery at the moment, because his hands are. That was a 9. His hands are bad at the moment. Not the worst that they could be, but they're bad. Oh, that's a fucking 23. He's handling cutlery just fine.
Great.
A little bit of a tremor, but seems to be setting himself quite well. He takes a bite, and like, March, roll perception.
Okay. Just realized I didn't open March's character sheet like an idiot.
It'd be like that.
Right, I forgot March's perception was relatively high nowadays. Oh, never mind. It's a 10.
Do an advantage. I want him to hear this. Yeah, that's definitely enough.
Yeah.
He Decimal takes a bite, and there's a brief pause. But March can hear the very pleased noise that he makes under his breath.
March is positively glowing. Literally.
Oh, baby.
If Decimal looks over at him, there's just this.
Decimal snorts and keeps eating. But March can see the smile playing on his lips. So the blanket was Hughes doing then.
Say that again?
He went, so the blanket was Hughes doing then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't for putting too much, because, I don't want to actually accidentally smother you.
The lack of accidental smothering is appreciated.
Yeah, and I told him that, we could build a blanket for when you're awake.
Sounds good. Though I suspect I may be less than useful in that endeavor.
It's okay. We can build it around you. The freaking mental image of just the two building a fort around us all.
He pauses to take in this mental image himself and just kind of snorts and goes, I think if anyone was supposed to be the central tent peg, it would be you. Giant tree.
Well, I can't argue with that. But, I have 4 hands.
I can't argue with that. I imagine you're probably curious as to what happened.
Say that again? Sorry, I keep missing
He
out.
he just said, I imagine you're probably curious as to what happened.
Well, yeah.
The Thrall struck again. About 5, maybe 6 days ago, I'm not sure what time it is. They took someone called Gibbs. I don't know if you know them, I didn't.
There.
Say again?
Mark says, no, I don't know them either.
Mm-hmm. Decimal nods, stores that information for later. And continues. Earlier today, or perhaps yesterday, they came back. But the Thrall had taken. Lynn called it their heart. I don't know how literal that was. Rather literal, I would assume, given the shape of the object. But it was removed from their chest, and they've been turned into a monster.
Huh. That. I should be more surprised than I am.
Well, we've gotten rather a good look at the Thrall's particular modus operandi.
You, Gregory, Hugh, Lynn, all of you are very involved in that thing, aren't you?
Well, Lynn hasn't been taken, if that's what you're implying. Though,
Well,
it is curious that everyone who has been taken is someone that she knows. Shakes his head, puts that thought away, puts a pin in that thought for later. I would.
Lynn's a detective. She knows a lot of people.
Yep, nope, that is very fair. I think I'm actually one of the least involved. My taking was a transaction. Nothing more, nothing less. Everyone else was, at least had some other ulterior motive.
So just a case of wrong place, wrong time? Or...
Perhaps the right place at the right time. Depending on how you look at things.
Yeah.
Either way, back to the events. Everyone else, that being Lynn herself, obviously, Craigery, Asclepius, the Fearwalk, in Halloween Town, and a bird toon with porcelain hands that I'm unfamiliar with.
Bird toon?
Bird toon.
Huh.
Big crow wings, with a lot of eyes in them. I think his name was Memoir. I've not met him. I've spent more research into him.
Yeah, I don't recognize that name.
I'll have to ask you later. By the way, they were all rather distraught, so I offered to distract the fox until they could get back with its heart.
And you had to carry them?
Well, that happened afterward. First, I drew it into an underground maze beneath the city itself, and we played hide and seek for half an hour.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
it was rather curious, actually. It had an anti-magic field installed into it. I don't know if that's an original feature or not.
hmm. Yeah, it's not something you see every day.
I suppose in that respect, I was probably the best person they could have picked.
Yeah, they're most of the others are spellcasters. I don't know about this memoir person, but yeah, you're Gregory, Lynn, Sclepius too.
I did spot a chain going into Memoir's, one of Memoir's pockets that looked rather ornate, perhaps some kind of spellcasting focus. Though I didn't see any other signs of perhaps spell book or anything like that, but that doesn't rule out the possibility that they were some kind of sorcerer.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that now that it's over, it doesn't matter as much. All's well that ends well.
True. But yes, we played hide and seek for half an hour, and my leg fucking hurts. They collapsed, I assume, about the same time that the others reclaimed the heart, so I had to drag it back the fuck out of the maze and into the manor. And it was fucking heavy. It's made almost entirely of metal.
Oh dear, yeah. How about you rest for the next couple of days?
Oh, believe me, I was already planning to.
Good, good.
Rolls his shoulders a little stiffly. Um, March, fuck, what would this be? make an insight or a medicine roll, whichever's higher.
That's insight. March, what is your insight? +4.
19, okay. You're looking at decimal, and it's only a very, 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 very small change. And you can probably only see it because he's not wearing his coat right now, but you could swear his shoulders a little bit broader.
Hmm.
Seems he had a very slight redesign while asleep there.
My god.
There's also just something about him. This takes you longer to notice because this is your brother. You're safe around him. You know it's not gonna hurt you. There's a change to the air that he gives off. It's just as mysterious as it usually is, but there's an air of danger to it now.
Hmm. You had a redesign?
I did. 6, not again. This is
March.
very clearly news to him.
Yep. Mort just like tilts his head.
I'll have to fucking figure that out later.
Okay.
He, like, on instinct, cracks his knuckles and then just winces. Like, oh, I should not have done that.
March like takes a wooden spoon and like taps it on his head. Like no,
Ow. Hey.
your hands are hurt. Don't do that.
I think my hands being hurt is punishment enough.
I didn't eat that hard. I tapped you.
I am grievously wounded. Oh no. You have slain me, you giant fucking tree.
There is another tap.
Decimal, like, picks up his cane and starts jabbing it at March's feet.
It's like, okay, I yield.
Damn, Skipper. Puts his cane back, continues eating his curry, because this is fucking good. He's not about to let it go to waste.
Goodness. Incredible.
Are you going to grab a plate, or are you just going to stand there and watch me eat?
Oh, right. And he will grab a plate for him as well, because he definitely didn't forget to also eat. So he grabs a plate for himself and sits down as well on the at the table and for eat time.
I think there's a few moments of silence as they both just eat before Decimal goes, as unpleasant as it was to be hunted in that manner, I can't deny that it was rather fun to run circles around someone again. Say again?
I don't doubt it.
There's a look on Decimal's face. A look that is it's this particular gleam in his eye and this slow curl to the corner of his lips that just promises trouble.
Oh no, you don't. Don't you dare. I will get a spray bottle. I will get a spray
What?
water bottle. I will spritz you both. I am outnumbered by cat boys. I will use any means I can to have order in this house.
I wasn't going to chase anyone in here. Watch.
Good, good, good. Outside is fair game. And he continues eating.
Honestly, outside would be probably more fun. You've got the rooftops and the streets and the sides of buildings.
Yep.
I wonder if I could rub linen. Seems like something she'd enjoy.
Oh, she would. She would definitely.
My question is, who would be bait? I'm thinking Craigery.
March, March definitely doesn't choke on his curry. And he does laugh. Because he's now imagining Craigery flailing.
There's like an imagined spot and this thought bubble that comes off the two of their heads, and it's just Craigery. He's a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Or like a monkey
Yeah.
or something.
God. That's fucking hysterical.
Or we could chase Lynn herself. Or she could chase us. I don't think anyone or everyone against me would be particularly fair. I've got the best eyes of everyone.
You think Lynn will be down to chase you, me, and Hugh?
I think if we. I was going to say, I think if we spend it as a training exercise, she'd be fine with it, but she may also just enjoy spending time with whatever she classifies you as.
Nibblings, I think it is. Yeah, nibblings.
That. Is that. What is that?
It's like nephew slash niece, but gender neutral,
Ah.
I think. And before you ask, no, I don't remember when she adopted us.
It tends to be the way with her. I think the only reason I've gone this long is because Network would actually kill her. I don't know if you've noticed it yet, that building does not like me very much.
Oh, she doesn't. I'm not gonna ask. I'm just. That's a can of worms. I don't think I'm gonna open.
Perfectly fair. If we did it in Halloween Town, I think even the town would get involved. Complete wild card. Roll insight again.
Oh boy. If I can type. 17.
17. You know what? Good enough. His passive deception. His passive deception for you and Hugh specifically in this house specifically is 17. That's good enough. Um, there's a thoughtful look on his face. Um, that's almost tinged with wariness.
Something on your mind?
Yes, actually. That
Want to talk
is.
about it?
I'm trying to figure out a way to word the thoughts such that they make sense outside of my head.
That's fair.
That is the second time now that I have interfered with the Thrall's plans in a rather major way. I am slightly afraid of what will happen if there's a third.
That is concerning. Well, we don't know what the plans are, do we?
We don't, but every time I have asked the cards questions, every time I've looked into the future myself, there's a shatter point forming, and I can't tell. I can't tell if it's chaos or if it's ruin.
Hmm. Well, whichever one that is, just remember that we're still here for you, and no matter what happens, we still have your back.
You know, I never imagined that someone saying that would actually be comforting.
Well, there's a first for everything.
True enough.
I mean, remember back then when your cards couldn't read me?
Gods, don't remind me. I still don't know how you did that.
No idea either.
There's like a frustrated look on his face, but he knows better than to pull out the cards to check again. He's just so done with that.
And March laughs. Anything about cards?
Say it again?
March was like, don't look at me like that. I don't know anything about cards.
Shakes his head with a low grumble. I think by this point they've probably finished their respective plates of curry.
Yeah.
Decimal absently fiddles with the cutlery. Um, Puts it down on his plate, rearranges it once or twice, and then pushes the plate away from him to stop fidgeting.
Yeah. Actually, here's something cute. Decimal, you hear a little like tap tap tap, and the freaking mini march is has walked over with a tray of cookies.
Hello there.
And yes, they are chili chocolate.
Ooh, that does pique his interest. He will take one off the tray. Take a bite.
Marge will take the tray and put it on the table and like pat the mini march on the head, which goes back to its corners and like sit down, and you can tell it basically is now non-functioning again.
So um that's a thing that's here now. Is that here to stay or?
Well, I kind of can't get rid of it, so I suppose so.
Hold on. What do you mean you can't get rid of it?
Oh, did I not tell you guys? Yeah, so remember the garage sale that I went to, and afterwards I gave you guys pretty knives. I also got cursed and got my soul put into a little puppet. And there was this pretty dumb scientist ghost lady who did that, and apparently she wanted help to move out of her house. And she didn't think to freaking ask. Instead, she stole our souls and put them in puppets. But anyways, I have this little guy now. It's also low-key tied to me.
Die. All right.
It
So
was a
that
while.
that makes us 3 for 3 on getting possessed by cursed objects.
Hey, I didn't get the puppet. I don't know. I think.
You realize that this now means it's a running gag, right? This is
Oh,
going to
good.
keep happening.
Oh, Lord.
There's a long suffering look on Decimal's face.
Marge is just like, uh-oh.
I swear to everything that I hold dear, if Hugh walks in here with another fucking storybook, I'm jumping out the window, my leg be damned.
Okay, that storybook. I don't know if it's cursed or if its maker is just fucking with us.
I'm
And
inclined
yes,
to think both, quite frankly.
where? Thank you, Morphe, for saying the answer is yes.
Oh, so I was right.
Amazing. Incredible.
Decimal just like moodily munches on the last of his cookie.
Yep.
Come on. I think I still hold the record for most current curses in this household, though.
It's not a competition.
No, but if it was, I'd be winning.
Right. Don't make it into one.
He starts laughing at the look on your face, March.
Marge is just exasperated. Just like, don't make it into one. You'll tempt what fate, and not the fate of chaos. We'll probably also cast.
Please. Chaos is neither positive or negative, it just is. Besides, this way it might be something funny.
At least if it's funny.
At least if it's funny. At least then, if it is funny, it's just more likely to be property damage as opposed to person damage.
Yep. Oh, goodness. Did you know that ghost had, made metal fire-breathing robotic hogs?
No? What the fuck?
Chickens. You really like making things that breathed fire.
What?
And a lot of knives. There was like a crate of knives.
Okay, I personally can understand the draw and benefits of having many knives. Why the fire-breathing animals?
Oh, good question. I think she's a little crazy. You know, that scientist sort of
Yes,
crazy.
that does come with the territory, being a mad scientist, I suppose. Hmm. Well, hmm. I was going to say, I suppose it was a good thing you weren't in your current form, and then I remember that thing is made of wood. So
No,
it's a
it's
lose-lose either way.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Say again?
It's made of plastic.
Well, better in that less flammable, worse in that melty and fumes.
Yeah, well, good thing I didn't need to breathe in that form. For the second time.
If that happens a third time, it will also become a running gag. I'm concerned.
I don't want that! I like breathing, thank you very much.
I would imagine that most things do. Yes, it tends to be very good.
This is such a stupid conversation. love them so much.
I think after everything, they deserve to have some stupid conversations. Besides, this
Yeah.
is peak siblingship,
Yeah.
siblinghood, whatever the fuck the word is.
Yeah. Freaking shenanigans.
Hmm. Decimal is once again side eyeing the doll, and then just
It sure
goes,
is.
yeah, and then just goes, you know, of everyone I expected in this household to get a cursed doll, I would have assumed Hugh first. I'm 60 to 70% sure he's got dolls of each of us, after all.
Well, I know he got the mini plushie because we got that a while back. It was in my. It actually has my old design. Because you know actors and merch and stuff.
I keep forgetting you actually have a legal day job. You are the only one in this house
I
to
do.
have a legal day job. Hmm.
I'm an actor.
Yeah. I still don't think I've ever watched a movie.
Do you want to?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. Although I think he would protest rather heavily if we left him out. So we'd have to bring him too.
Oh, of course. We can have a movie night.
Sounds festive. I mean, it will be Animus soon.
Oh, right, yeah. I think the biggest movie I've been in was Star Cause. That trilogy is. I think that's the biggest any of us have been in, maybe except for the engineer. But
You
it's
just you just get a blank look and a couple blanks. He does not know what the fuck you're talking about.
you'll see, you'll see. We'll put it on in the movie night.
I will look forward to it, I suppose.
Woo! So I guess Operation Movie Night is a go.
Sounds good. You'll probably have snacks handled. He will likely call dibs on picking out movies, so I guess that leaves a pillow forward to me.
Mm-hmm.
C is already like planning a little bit.
Aw, amazing. I care them so much.
Cousin two, their brothers are honored.
My brother. Often I think about how they started out and I just lose my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, cat boys, and March is a wet cat.
Yeah. Two cat boys in the tree they climb.
Amazing.
Decibel does seem to have a sudden brainwave and side eye the curry and go, it's just occurred to me that that might be too spicy for Hugh, but I don't think it's going to stop him.
Oh, right. I should. And March
Let's
says,
put that away before he gets back and notices it.
yeah, you're right. Yep. I'm just gonna put that in a tupper and put that in the fridge and make milder curry.
Because
Goodness, I don't. Nothing stops him from getting the spicy stuff, except for his own taste buds.
and even then,
Even then, he still eats it, and I'm.
hmm.
The
Although
big old lovely tears.
this does actually allow me to test a theory I have had on how to prevent him from getting to the spicy stuff. And he opens the fridge again, pulls out the Tupperware, puts it on the counter, shuffles around the stuff on the top shelf so there's a space in the back, and puts the Tupperware there.
Mark is like, brilliant. He's too shy.
The fridge is closed again, and he goes to sit back down, although not before snagging a chopping board, a bowl, and like fucking peppers or something, or onion,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, to help prep the curry.
Yeah, March. March will definitely now start working on the milder curry. I'm assuming there's still there's still rice. The rice isn't.
Yeah, the rice in and of itself is probably fine because it's just like a side dish.
Yeah,
It's the
just
curry itself that needs to be
yeah. The curry itself it needs to be tempered.
we actually roll sleight of hand this time. Oh wait. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's not the best for him, but it's still pretty good. So
Yeah, it's pretty
it's a
good.
21. It's fairly decent chopping. It's definitely not his best work ever, not even close. But the pieces of onion are all the same size and relatively neat, so who fucking cares?
Yeah, good. I'm not gonna roll for March because his modifiers aren't that good. He only has one level in road.
Yeah, the only reason I'm rolling for decimals is because his hands are borked.
Yeah. So March is he's doing his part good. He's y'all know how he is. He's the chef of the house.
He do be the chef of the house.
So yeah. Gonna make that. Gonna chop the thing. Gonna cook them. Gonna do whatever, however curry is made.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be nice and ready for when Hugh gets back from wherever the
Mm-hmm.
fuck he's gone. Actually, that does um proc Decimal asking where is Hugh anyway.
Um, I'm pretty sure he went to buy snacks. Um, Something like that.
Fair enough. Did he specify what kind of snacks?
Nope. At this point, I'm sort of giving up on asking him. I think he gets whatever.
Fair enough. His choices tend to be good. I will trust him.
Yeah.
Oh, we are being told by Morsky in the chat it's getting sibling favorites. Nice.
I did personally funny, but Hugh gets random stuff that he thinks is interesting.
I mean, probably sometimes. It's-
Yeah.
Just imagining the one time he comes back with like fucking seaweed chips or something.
Goodness. I mean, seaweed's tasty.
It is, yeah. I imagine more than once the siblings have discovered something new they enjoy, just from Hugh bringing back random shit from the store.
Yeah. Just like, ooh, what's this? New taste unlocked.
New taste unlocked. I think, unless you have anything else to add, I guess it's a good place to just zoom out and see them cooking together.
Yeah, I think so. That was a very fun FPS. Just
That was it. It oscillated a bit from fluff to eggs, but that was fun.
yeah, just silly siblings time.
Sibling, 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 sibling.
Sibling, 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 siblings. We're so good.
Gods. All right. Well, thank you, listening audience, who's listening in the future on YouTube, and thank you, Morsky, who is in the chat. I'm fucking stopping the recording now. Say bye.
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 Bye.